What's up, everybody? Welcome to the ReCoop. I'm your host, Cooper Daniels, and today is Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday. I know what I'm doing. What's going on? Right now, I'm running a little late. I was trying to get everything organized. I haven't been doing the stream as much. Let's find this stream real quick, and let's see if it started. Hope you guys are great. Okay, let's go here. I think I already had this, but okay, so it hasn't started. Can you even see me? Let's make sure I'm here. I'm here. All right, good. How are you guys doing? Did you guys have a good Sunday? Does everybody have a great Sunday? Did you feel good about what was happening? Did you get liquidated like all of your friends did? Or you just feel good? All right, here it is. So I have it open twice. I don't need this open twice. I also don't need this shit open. Sorry, guys. We got this. We're gonna watch this together as friends. All right, cool. Is there anybody in the chat? Let's check the chat while we're waiting for this to get started. Yeah. All right, here we go. So I can't read that algo, peeps, but that's all good. Ciao to you as well. I don't know what that says. The big scoop with the coop. What's up, Mort? Nice to see. Any luck with getting your account back? I have not gotten my account back. I was hacked on December 26th, and I have been unable to retrieve my account. But for some lovely reason, Restream still allows me to stream to the account. So I still just stream to the account. But that's all I got. I can't do anything from that account. I miss it. I miss X. I've been trying to build my TikTok. It's working a little. It's hard to get followers. None of you guys are going over there. I think maybe 3 people. Oh, shit. I think yeah. Would you guys go over there at the ReCoop on TikTok and follow me? Please do it. I'm making short videos. I'm keeping people posted. But yeah, I would like my X account back. So if anybody can help me out there to get my X account back, that would be great. Or even the at the ReCoop account that got suspended for impersonating my account. Anyways, moving on. I actually don't even care that much anymore. If X hates me, then I hate it back. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Ice Age Trails, what's going on? Nice to see you. 10 out of 10 for the organization, brother. Hey, man. Hey, man. Now you sound like my wife. I am not the most organized person in the world. Swag, what's going on? Amflux, good to see you. Yeah, Algo Peeps. I didn't even watch the markets. Good for you, dude. I definitely did. Hey, Fisherman, nice to see you. Copper Durnals. If you do want to follow me on Twitter still, I'm not going. Oh, shit. Come on. I'm trying to have a little blue light back here. Getting fancy. But it's not powerful enough. Okay. Guys, are you watching this? Are you enjoying this? Okay, is this thing started and you guys are just listening to me do this? Not yet. Oh, hurry up. See, they're late like me. You thought I was the only one. Man, this chat over here on YouTube for this thing. Yeah, so this has not started. So we're all good. How are prices? Have you guys even checked prices? Okay, so who else? We got Copper, we got Fisherman. So yeah, that's what it is. Right now, the only X account that I really have other than the Red RWA account is Copper Durnals. So at Copper Durnals, follow me there. I'm posting a little bit. Algo Peep says, do you have Algo? I do. I do have Algo, bro. I do. I've had Algo for a long time. Algo's loved me long time. And well, no, it hasn't. It's loved me a little more recently. Oh, man. Algo does not love you long time. Algo loves to go downtime. Not downtime, because it's never been down. But, you know what I'm saying. 29 cents is a far drop from what did it get to, 270 in those wonderful days? Hi, from the UK. What's going on? Nice to see you. Fuck TikTok, Fisherman says. Hey, man, chill out. This is like my last hope. If I was on Blue Sky, and that's not the place for me. I can't help myself. I was over there teaching everybody everything about what they need to know about politics. And it felt like Facebook all over again. And I was like, not doing it. Gotta go. And I was like, I don't care. I'm going to TikTok. At least it's videos. It's kind of fun. Having fun with it. It's a good app. It's like intuitive. Yeah. All right, good. I have a meme coin on Algo too. Yeah, you do. Ice, no, have TikTok. All right, Ice. Don't even have a TikTok. I know. None of you guys have a TikTok. I didn't have a TikTok until 4 days ago. We see you. We see everything. LOL. Sure you do. Get an upside down dead Twitter neon bird in the background. Oh, that would be fun. Get an upside down dead Twitter neon bird in the background. Oh, does that exist? Because I'd like to see that. GM, what's up, Jackson? What's up, Coop? How's it hanging, bud? I'm good, Hoove. Good to see you guys. All right, let's just make sure I'm double checking. Looks like it still has not started. I don't have all day. Banking committee, press event with Senator Tim Scott. Live chat. Everyone's watching, so I'm at the right place, right? At least I have more subscribers than the U.S. Senate Banking Committee. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's just look at prices while we play this game of waiting. We'll go to share the screen. Ba-da-da-da-da. All right, we're going to go over here. So what do we got? Oh, shit. That's cool. I didn't even know I had that layout. So I can share my screen, see the screen, and also see the chat at the same time. That's a nice little upgrade to Restream. So we got, what's up, Martin? Nice to see you, man. Long live Coop. Long live Martin. Thanks for showing up, bud. All right, let's go to, no. Let's go here, I guess. Oh, no, it's because I'm not over there. That's why I can see the chat. All right. So you guys can see this. I need to refresh this just in case. All right, so we got Bitcoin back over 100,000. And so there's a little green in the last hour. I think there's a bit of anticipation for whatever the hell David Sachs is going to say. He's just going to come out and just say Solana over and over again. I made a TikTok yesterday, and I think I knew this, but it was fun to see because David Sachs has a large position in Solana due to his large position in Multicoin Capital. And then I was like, oh, what other projects are in the Multicoin Capital portfolio? And right there at the top, because it starts with A, was Algorand. Thought that was fun to see. All right, ETH is up 3% in the last 24 hours, and it is down 10% in the last 7 days. What a wonderful day that was when ETH fell down to 2,000. When I've been going around saying it's a buy, I think. It's at a low against Bitcoin. This is when it bounces. Made me look like a twat. All right, let's but I still believe that. I just feel like that day was a bit aggressive. And then Eric Trump came out and said, hey bro, like you guys should buy this and thank me about it. So I felt like, okay, where you at, Tim Scott? Let me just make sure that this is refreshing. All right, so we don't got nothing. We're gonna wait. It's 11:30. I mean, there wouldn't be this many thousands of people. There wouldn't be 10,000 people watching right now. And it's already streaming if I wasn't at the right place. So that's cool. All right. Just want to make sure I don't fuck you guys. Okay. All right. What do we got? Are you guys seeing this? What am I looking at? Are we over here? Here we go. Okay. I have 2 coin market caps. Like GFY said earlier, super organized. Yeah, we got green in the last hour. We're feeling good. Obviously, if you've been following along, there's some trade war concerns. Last night, I was like, uh-oh, here we go again. But it seems like the China tariff retaliation and also that they placed it to start on the 10th, they were mild. I think tariffs on China would be hugely detrimental. Or, this whole situation can be hugely detrimental to China as well. So it seems like they're playing it careful and they want to negotiate with the Don. Man, Donald Trump is certainly out there just fucking taking names, isn't he? Just doing the things. He's like, I'm going to do it. So we'll see. Maybe it'll work. Seems like I don't know. I'm not mad. Okay. The official Trump token is at $18. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, Algorand. Build Uber on top of it, and it's up 3% in the last hour. Over what? It's almost 31 cents. I bought, actually, speaking of do I own algo, I bought some last night at 28 cents. I bought like 500 of them, but just buying it when I like the price. Stacks on stacks, that got freaking punched in the dick. It's back over $1. Where are we at? They start yet? They sure haven't. All right, keep going. You guys remember WorldCoin? Nobody cares, does it? Fear and greed is neutral. Bitcoin dominance is high. Overall market cap is 3.3 trillion. There we go. Let's go check out the block real quick, see if there's any fun crypto news. All right. Dogecoin draws further public company interest. Bitcoin lingers below 100,000 as China plans retaliatory tariffs. Okay, don't care. FTX creditors in Bahamas process with claims below 50,000 to receive payments on February 18th. Good news for them. Here we go. All right.
Invited to Capitol Hill here to speak alongside such distinguished leaders from both the House and the Senate. I want to thank Chairman Tim Scott, Chairman French Hill, Chairman John Bozeman, and Chairman G.T. Thompson. So thank you all for your leadership and commitment to addressing some of the most important opportunities of our time in ensuring that the U.S. remains at the forefront of innovation and digital assets. The president said in his executive order in the first week that it's the policy of his administration to support the responsible growth and use of digital assets, blockchain technology, and related technologies across all sectors of the economy. And he established an executive branch working group for digital assets, which includes Secretary Besson at Treasury, Secretary Noem, soon-to-be confirmed Attorney General Bondi, Secretary Lutnick at Commerce, and all the other key administration officials that have an equity in crypto. And similarly, the SEC has set up a crypto task force led by Hester Peirce, which is also looking at this issue. And together, our objective is to accomplish the task the president assigned for us in his EO, which is to propose a federal regulatory framework governing the issuance and operation of digital assets, including stablecoins, in the United States. I've talked to many founders over the past few years, and they've told me repeatedly that the number one thing they need from Washington is regulatory clarity. They just want to know what the rules of the road are so they can abide by them. We're coming off, frankly, 4 years of arbitrary prosecution and persecution of crypto companies where the SEC wouldn't tell founders what the rules were, but then they would prosecute them. And many founders have even told me stories of being debanked personally just because they had founded a crypto company. All of this approach was driving this important technology of the future offshore, and we want to keep that innovation onshore in the U.S. Financial assets are destined to become digital, just like every analog industry has become digital, and we want that value creation to happen in the United States rather than giving it away to other countries. This will also, I should add, be much better for consumer protection because it's easier for regulators to supervise an activity when it's onshore. And it's probably not a coincidence that the single biggest fraud in the history of crypto, which was FTX, was based in the Bahamas. By moving the innovation onshore, it'll be easier to separate out the good actors from the bad actors. And we want to encourage the good actors, the innovators, while protecting the market from the bad actors. And I think a market structure legislation with clear definitions and fair rules will do that. I want to say additionally, We're excited about working with both the House and Senate on stablecoin legislation. I know Senator Hagerty introduced a bill today. This stablecoins really have the potential to ensure American dollar dominance internationally, to increase the usage of the U.S. dollar digitally as the world's reserve currency, and in the process create potentially trillions of dollars of demand for U.S. treasuries, which could lower long-term interest rates. So let me stop there, and I want to thank the chairman here today, Chairman Scott, Chairman Hill, Chairman Bozeman, Chairman Thompson. And I look forward to working with them as part of the administration to help turn President Trump's policy into reality. This was a week one priority for the administration, and we're excited that our counterparts in Congress are equally committed to ensuring American dominance in digital assets. I look forward to working with each of you. And with that, I want to say work with each of you in creating a golden age in digital assets. And with that, I'll turn it over to Chairman Scott. Thank you.
I think David represents promises made, promises kept. I love the campaign trail when President Trump was out there making promises, and we see today he's keeping those promises. And in so many ways, I think back to a kid as I was a long time ago, growing up in a single-parent household, mired in poverty, and hoping that the American dream would one day be accessible for me. I think that we're standing here today at the precipice of greatness for so many kids who are looking forward to democratization, having access points for their families and for themselves that makes it easier and less expensive to do business in this country. I love the concept that we see today, synergy within the administration, the House, and the Senate, focusing not on ourselves, but focusing on working class Americans who desperately need to reduce their prices and increase their access. That's what the bicameral working group will help tackle. I have a pre-existing working friendship with GT and French and John. And the good news is we come together already having proven the ability to work together to get things done for the American people. It's an exciting time to be an American. And as David said, the golden age has begun. And the good news is it's going to get better. I'm excited about what we will accomplish for the American people. I'm excited about the synergistic approach that we're taking in the House and the Senate, with the White House leading the way. Next, you'll hear from Chairman French Hill.
I mean, hopefully these are just some.
Thank you, Chairman Scott, and David Sachs, thank you for coming to Capitol Hill to celebrate with us the fact that in the 119th Congress, we have a bicameral project for both a stablecoins bill and a regulatory framework that will bring clarity to digital assets in the United States so that we are the land of opportunity, the land of innovation that we have been for decades in so many other technologies. We don't want to be behind in financial technology and digital assets in the United States, but our innovators, as David Sachs reported, need clarity. They need to know what the rules of the road are, and that's why I'm excited to be here today to share this announcement that we're forming a working group on a bicameral basis between the House Financial Services Committee, the Senate Banking Committee, the House Agriculture Committee, and the Senate Agriculture Committee to make progress on that clarity for a regulatory framework and to create and structure a stablecoins bill that will lend itself to advancing America as the reserve currency of the world. This is a big issue. Bicameral support this year is dynamic because last year in the 118th Congress, we had success on a bipartisan basis in the House on both stablecoin legislation moving out of the House Financial Services Committee and for the regulatory framework moving across the House floor with a strong bipartisan vote. 71 Democrats joined House Republicans in moving that policy forward.
I'll realize how many.
So in my view, with the wind at our back of a leader like President Trump, who knows that financial innovation, financial technology is where America's heart is, where our entrepreneurs' our hearts are, that will lead from the executive branch. And now with this bicameral partnership with Senate Agriculture and Senate Banking, along with our House committees, I look very, very forward to the success we're going to have in the 119th Congress. And let me ask my good friend from Arkansas, a fellow Razorback, the chairman of the House Ag Committee, John Bozeman.
Here he comes, a fellow.
We're all still excited about the big Kentucky win. So it's good to be with you all. We've been working hard on this for the last 3 years, and we've had our ups and our downs. When we started working on it, crypto was gaining popularity, and then with Sam Bankman-Fried and other things, it seemed like perhaps it was in trouble. It's rebounded, though, and is bigger than ever. So our goal is to make sure that consumers are protected, make sure that the industry, in order for it to grow and be able to offer all of the things that it does offer to the various disciplines that are out there, whether you're a bank or whether you're investing a client's money for their retirement or whatever, you've got protections, there's structure in it, and it will allow the industry itself, because it is regulated, people can have confidence in that, to grow. It's a little different than our normal situations in the sense we've got these jurisdiction things. So I'm the chairman of AG. Why am I here? Because we have the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, and some assets are commodities, some are securities. So the SEC has jurisdiction over the securities, CFTC has jurisdiction over the other. So the idea that we're working together, again, we've all been working separately. We've made progress over the last several years, but working together now with purpose, and then also having the White House, having the Czar over here, again, to visit with him and really set up a structure so that we can get a final structure to make this thing work is very, very important. So I appreciate Senator Scott, I think, really coming up with that idea. And I think it's a good one, and we're looking forward to actually get some things accomplished in the next several months.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Congressman G.T. Thompson, Chair of the House Agriculture Committee. And this is what we're doing today is sort of the next step in what will be a milestone, which will be a great accomplishment for our country. America really was a leader when it came to Internet 1.0, right? It was the Internet of knowledge. And the Internet 2.0, again, it was America that led that for the world, not just for our citizens, but for the world. And that was the Internet of things. And then Internet 3.0 is what we're talking about today, and that's the Internet of value. And we're approaching it in a principled way. My colleagues here mentioned a couple of those. Number one, do no harm. Protect consumers, provide that regulatory structure, that certainty, both for the industry, but quite frankly for the consumers as well. And secondly is foster innovation, because the opportunities are just really are unimaginable. Well, what I believe is that whatever's over the horizon is going to be very, very exciting. So I'm really, well, first of all, just very thankful to President Trump for his historic efforts to bring regulatory clarity to the digital assets markets. His leadership with the work that David Sachs is going to lead on his behalf is going to be a game changer for American competitiveness in the global race to build the new economy. The president could not have picked a better person to helm his AI and digital asset efforts. David brings a wealth of experience in exploring new technologies and building successful businesses to this new role. We've had great conversations, and I know that he is laser focused on bringing certainty to digital asset markets. I want to congratulate my friend Chairman French Hill. He is the right man to lead the Financial Services Committee in the House at this moment, in this time, and he's a great partner and the type of leader that we need to advance this issue. We worked incredibly well last Congress together alongside Patrick McHenry, and I'm excited to build on that work together. I also want to congratulate our newly elevated Senate colleagues, Chairman Boozman and Chairman Scott. Perhaps there's no one more pleased than me to be able to say Chairman Boozman. John and Tim and their members are going to bring a wealth of talent and expertise to this discussion from the Senate majority. We did incredible work in the House last Congress, in the 118th, and I'm proud of the efforts that went into our historic vote on Fit 21. I'm equally excited to have these partners and a new administration in place to be able to finish the job. I'm thrilled to lead House Agriculture Committee members as we work with this incredible team to put a bill on President Trump's desk. And I think at this point, we're going to be in a position to take a few questions.
Thank you, everyone. We're going to take some questions from the crowd. When you direct your questions, can you please say your name and the outlet you're with? Emily, we'll start with you.
Emily Wilkins, CNBC. Thanks so much for holding this today. I wanted to start off, you're talking about legislation. Can you talk a little bit about Fit 21 last time, the bill that you plan to introduce again? What differences are you going to see now that we have the trifecta in Washington?
Well, thanks, Emily. We did do good work, good, strong bipartisan work on Fit 21, which was the clarity for a market structure bill. That bill, I think, had the basics for the exact bill that we'll propose to introduce again in the 119th Congress. There may be some modest changes, but it had bipartisan support. We did a lot of work in our markup and in the floor preparation for it in both the Ag Committee under Dusty Johnson leadership and G.T. Thompson's leadership, and in House Financial Services. So on the regulatory framework bill, that'll be the approach that the House takes. On stable coins, I think you'll see us have a bill that's very similar to the approach that's been taken in the Senate. Recently, Senator Hagerty's introduced legislation. That bill was closer to the original proposal that Patrick McHenry put in place early in the 118th Congress, and I think you'll see the House expose a draft for stable coins that would be similar to the approach taken by Senator Hagerty. But let me ask GT or to comment or Tim.
So I established this year a digital asset subcommittee so that we could take a deep dive into market structure as well as stable coins. Good news is stable coins led by Bill Hagerty on the Senate side out already today. We've seen Cynthia Lummis as a co-sponsor. Market structure is a place where you have left and right leaning in. We have members from Gillibrand and Lummis working together in the past, now working together in the future, coming to the table to create the framework for the Senate so that we can harmonize Fit 21, the parts that we see as a path forward to a signature into law. So the good news is, from my perspective, having the Digital Asset Subcommittee really working on the market structure at the same time, simultaneously having Bill Hagerty lead the conversation around stable coins, having that bill out for us to take a look at, and there will be an amendment process, will be a part of that for us. And then hopefully, very quickly, we'll see the House, they're working on it as well, so we'll have a legislation that's able to go to the President's desk.
Let me just say, I'm very proud of the work that we did in 118th with Fit 21, and that was done in, you heard others talk about, we had Republicans and Democrats certainly in committee and on the House floor, significant vote that we achieved, but I like to say we achieved that in a tripartisan way. We worked in bringing the industry, bringing key stakeholders to the table, and so I look forward to, quite frankly, on working with my colleagues here and President Trump to continue that process of refining what we do, whether it's market structures and the other aspects of this bill.
Hi, Brendan Peterson with Punchbowl News. I wanted to ask if you all are thinking about making changes to anti-money laundering law as a part of this push, given the concerns we've heard about debanking the crypto sector and beyond, and the broader concerns about money transmitter licenses and the sensitivities of AML.
Yeah. We're certainly open for discussion. One of the things that the subcommittee will take a look at is the whole playing field. I mean, at the end of the day, to get all of our members on board, we're going to have to be open to comments and thoughts on the issue. I think we're in a good place. The Bank Secrecy Act is something that we've discussed with the other side. They have a focus on it. I think that the broader conversation should not be about digital assets alone. It's about bad actors doing bad things by any means necessary. And so having that conversation from a panoramic view and not simply from an digital asset perspective is going to be important for us to get to the end of that conversation.
Brendan, I would add, having been the subcommittee chair in the last Congress, and Brian Stiles is going to have that mission this time. He'll do an excellent job, I think, on the market structure bill and the stablecoin bill as it relates to the security aspects of it. We were very sensitive in the 118th Congress about the law enforcement aspects of digital assets, not any different than we are about any other means of transfer of or payment method, whether you're talking about cash or the ACH system or real-time payments. This is an important point. I agree with Senator Scott completely. We'll listen to our members. But in the drafts that we pro-offered last year that, as I say, we had bipartisan support for, they had strict AML standards in them for this digital arrangement for digital assets that are not unlike the requirements out in the analog financial services space. It's why we call the bills fit for purpose, because this is not an intermediated form of finance anymore, and so these laws have to reflect how transactions are conducted. But AML and BSA are important for every member on both sides of the Capitol.
Thank you. Thank you for doing this. For both of the stablecoin and the FIT bills last year, I'm just curious this year whether you have any idea of the timeline when you expect to get those worked through Congress, and then also could this ride along anything like the Farm Bill, for instance, given the agriculture connection?
Well, we have to work on getting the Farm Bill. And we're going to do that. Time-wise, I think one of the most important things we're doing now, with every Congress, we have new members that retire or are defeated, and we have new members coming in. So we're starting that now and have started member education. And quite honestly, crypto is not the easiest thing to wrap your mind around. Not everyone comes into Congress with a good, full understanding and a thorough knowledge. And so member education is what our first goal is here. And then how it times up, it is, I think we've shown the ability to be able to move a market structures bill, well, FIT 21 as a whole, out of the House in the past. I think we're probably in a really good position to, when we conclude our work and preparation this time around, to be able to do that. So I don't see this being attached to a farm bill.
Thank you.
Hang on one second.
I would say, if I was thinking about this a little bit, I think what we have is an opportunity to get things done. My theory is the first 100 days of a new administration is important. On the Senate side, my goal is to be as aggressive as possible to achieve an objective of having bills through the Senate in 100 days.
Just to go back to Emily's question on this and combine it with timing, Maeve, is here's the way to think about it. We did a lot of work in the 118th Congress in the House. So we're prepared to move forward in the House Financial Services Committee, and I won't speak for Chairman Thompson, by introducing legislation or having discussion drafts of our legislation, attaching those to a set of committee hearings. But it's exactly as GT points out. We have new members, we've got to do new member education. And so we have to level set here. This is why Chairman Bozeman and Chairman Scott have stepped up digital assets at a subcommittee level to bring members along and do that member education here in the Senate, something that in the House, we had the benefit, obviously of 2 Congresses working on that. So I think a key element now, though, is the education and technical assistance that can be provided to members both in the House and Senate from the executive branch now, as President Trump's leadership posts are confirmed, and key among them is his AI and crypto advisor, David Sachs. And David, would you want to speak to this issue of helping members come up to speed?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. So this is what we're here for, and I actually did a session even before the start of this Congress with Speaker Johnson. We did a great sort of open dialogue with members of the House in that case, and I think part of what we're here to do is provide resources on education Some of them can be outside advisors, kind of luminaries in the industry, and we're talking to a lot of those people. And then, I'm also available anytime to talk to members about this. It can, crypto can be a esoteric subject, and it is good to explain it, to kind of demystify it, because I think once you understand that, you've kind of got the cryptocurrency itself, like Bitcoin, but then what it really runs on are blockchains, which are just distributed ledgers. It's really a new type of decentralized computing platform, and there's a lot of things that can be built on that computing platform. So in any event, we're happy here to provide those resources to help explain it, both on Capitol Hill and beyond.
Thank you, Jasper Goodman with Politico. Thanks for doing this. Senator Hagerty is out with a stablecoin bill today. Given that that's out there and that there's been more consensus in the past on stablecoins as opposed to market structure, do you plan to move first on stablecoins ahead of market structure? And relatedly, to what extent in both of these processes do you plan to engage Democrats versus going at it alone now that you have the trifecta?
Yeah. So the bill's out, as you know. We have been working with Democrats already on the bill. You'll see co-sponsors will line up on both sides. Good news is that the bill is moving quickly. I'm actually pleasantly surprised at a place where you see very little bipartisan coalition building. The members of the committee, as well as folks like Gillibrand off the committee, are very anxious to have a win in this digital space. And so for the first time in a long time, there's a reason to take a deep breath and release it, because the legislation moving forward very quickly is happening. Good news is they have had, as French said, a lot of time working on the legislation as well. Finding the places where there are disagreement will be the key for us getting it to the president's desk, and that's where I think the task happens next, is to take a look at the component parts of Hagerty's stablecoin bill. But that's what we're moving first, is stablecoins.
In the House, and I'll speak for the Financial Services Committee and then yield to my friend GT, we're proposing that we'll essentially move the stable coins and a FIT 21 type structure, as I've now answered that question 2 or 3 times, on a similar track, meaning we're going to begin that process where we left off in the 118th Congress. And we worked hand in glove diligently with our colleagues on the Democratic side of the aisle in the House. Many of the ideas that are reflected in the market structure bill and some in the stablecoins bill reflected views from the minority party in the House. And we'll continue to do that. And you'll see that as we move forward with a set of hearings and the discussion. So I remain committed to trying to make these bills bipartisan success in the House. And certainly we'll cooperate with the senators and try to be a part of any kind of educational effort here on a bipartisan base to support their efforts here in the Senate. GT.
I have the same commitment, so I really don't have anything additional.
Great, last question, Jennifer.
Thank you so much, Jennifer Schonberger with Yahoo Finance. On the campaign trail, the president said he supported a Bitcoin reserve. I'm curious what the plans are for that at this point, and would the Biden administration consider putting crypto into a sovereign wealth fund?
There you go.
After you.
So one of the things that the president instructed us to do was to evaluate the idea for a Bitcoin reserve, and so that is one of the things. That's one of the first things we're going to look at as part of the internal working group in the administration. So as soon as we get all that set up, we're still waiting for some cabinet secretaries who are on the working group to get confirmed. So we're still in the very early stages of this. But that's one of the first things we're gonna look at, is the feasibility of a Bitcoin reserve. I think the concept of the sovereign wealth fund is a little separate, and you'd have to talk to Secretary Lutnick, or soon to be Secretary Lutnick, about that.
Thank you all very much.
All right, folks. You still here? I mean, that was like, that was the equivalent of a, sorry, I've been getting calls for the last 5 minutes. That was the equivalent of Nothing Burger. Holy crap. And then they finally asked at the end, like, okay. Yeah, and then they finally asked at the end about that, and then they're like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to somebody that's not here." So I can't imagine markets are reacting positively to that. Let's see. Melania's pumping. Yeah, no. Yeah, it doesn't look like the market really liked that. They were expecting something, but they didn't give us shit. Oh, well. We tried, folks. We tried. Yeah. Yeah, they almost are they almost like it almost felt like they were laughing at the idea of a Bitcoin strategic reserve. Like, I'll let him talk about it. And then the guy, David Sachs, that comes out and is like, yeah, you're gonna have to talk. I mean, I was a little distracted, so I don't know if he said anything of substance. All I really heard was that you should talk to Lutnick about that. He's the Secretary of Commerce, and I guess they're going to be talking about that. And then, I mean, you have seen the videos online of Lutnick talking. I mean, he owns hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. And he said that he was going to eventually he'll be owning billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. And then when Bitcoin dips, he's a buyer every time. So, I mean, look, the Secretary of Commerce is a massive Bitcoin bull, which in long term, this press conference was very bullish because all these dudes that you guys are talking about are coming out and they're saying, yeah, we're gonna do this. We're into this. We have it, but I think, yeah, it does feel like they're just trying to control it. Like they realize the benefits that stable coins do to the United States. It keeps the US dollar. I think the aha moment for crypto and Donald Trump was when he realized that it is helping the US dollar be the world reserve currency. It strengthens its position there. And everybody's trading in stable coins, dollar stable coins. So that's a positive thing. And then, like I tried to mention, I guess you guys couldn't hear me while that was going on. What I mentioned was because I don't have my damn mic. But is that, yeah, they probably see like the Tether reserves, which obviously Howard Lutnick knows a lot about because I think they're the custodian for his company's a custodian for USDT. Is that how many treasuries, United States treasuries, USDT Tether has on their balance sheet? So this is where they're interested. But one of the first things that came out of his mouth was David Sachs's mouth is that tokenization, the financial rails of all of this stuff is all going to be on this web 3.0, internet 3.0. Tokenization is going to be happening. We all know that BlackRock already has a tokenized fund on Ethereum, and yada yada. It's going to happen. Now it's just more about like, and it's possible that this press conference is a nothing burger, but then some news is going to follow it. So we'll stay tuned. What is crypto news saying about this? Anything other than just the prices are dropping? I mean, prices dropped a little. You got Bitcoin at 98.8. You got ETH sub 28. It was hanging out over 28 for a bit there in anticipation, but it's not like crashing or anything, just slightly down. I'm not sharing, am I? What was I looking at? I was looking at the block. There we go. Nothing. So we got a We got stablecoin legislation. That's where they're going to move first, and we've always known that that's where they were going to move first. So the headline that CoinDesk came up with is Trump's crypto czar. Sachs says golden age is coming. David Sachs and the leaders of the congressional committees that will handle crypto legislation outlined their plans at a press conference. David Sachs, who is President Donald Trump's crypto and AI czar, led a press conference on Capitol Hill. Trump's executive order on crypto put Sachs in the driver's seat for the new working group of financial regulators who are meant to establish rules of the road for U.S. digital assets and their issuers. The U.S. House of Representatives and Senate are forming a working group to advance crypto legislation, and David Sachs, the crypto czar appointed by Donald Trump, said his aim is ensuring American dominance in digital assets. Alongside the chiefs of the congressional committees that will work on digital asset legislation, Sachs laid out a broad crypto agenda. I look forward to working with each of you in creating a golden age in digital assets. Week one priority for the administration. A part of the plan was already revealed earlier on Tuesday when details of a Senate stablecoin bill emerged. Senator Bill Hagerty, a Tennessee Republican, wrote a bill. We want to keep that innovation onshore, and the U.S. financial assets are destined to become digital. So we want to keep that innovation onshore in the U.S. Financial assets are destined to become digital, just like every analog industry has become digital. And we want that value creation to happen in the United States rather than giving it away to other countries. I mean, that's bullish. That's bullish as hell. This is such a 180 from where we just came from. So, I mean, certainly this quote right here is bullish. We want to keep that innovation onshore in the U.S. Financial assets are destined to become digital, just like every analog industry has become digital. And we want that value creation to happen in the United States. Okay. Let's see. Did we get see what they said on like Bloomberg and shit? Canada fumes, fears lost business with Trump trade talks ahead. I mean, nobody gave a shit about that. They could have done better. Like, I mean, come on. I guess maybe they have to be careful not to go out there and like pump. Palantir, holy shit. Sometimes you make a good decision, and look at that. I was buying that shit at $9. Hell yeah. Trump's crypto project appears to have bought Ether after tariff meltdown. Ether tumbled by more than 25% at one point during the weekend. Great time to add ETH, Eric Trump wrote on Twitter. World Liberty Financial, the decentralized finance project linked to Donald Trump's family, appears to have added tens of millions of dollars worth of Ether cryptocurrency after crypto markets crashed. And Eric Trump, the president's third child, posted on a social media platform, X on Monday, that in my opinion, it's a great time to add ETH. You can thank me later. He has since edited the post and deleted the second sentence. Since the launch of World Liberty Financial in October, market observers have raised questions about potential conflicts of interest for the Trumps, given the administration's sway over regulations. Typically, a promise of a return on an investment, such as what Eric Trump first alluded to, could cause scrutiny from regulators, such as the SEC, which is often seen that as indicating an asset is a security that the agency should regulate. We're all still navigating what the new paradigm is going to be with respect to the intersection of crypto and the securities laws going forward. What will not change is that regulators are going to expect transparency and disclosure, and regulators will continue to be very aggressive where they suspect fraud or other similar misconduct. What we do expect to change is that good faith statements and actions about crypto projects will not risk immediate escalation to an SEC enforcement investigation. A welcome change. That is a welcome change. Digital wallets belonging to World Liberty on Monday added about 22,000 Ether tokens and net inflows worth of about 55 million. All those people getting liquidated and then they just swoop right in. Or was it people or did a fund? Like, by the way, did we find did somebody collapse on Sunday? Because that fall, I mean, Bitcoin fell to 94 at its worst, 92. It barely even corrected. And ETH just absolutely lost its mind. Between January 18th and February 1st, Nansen also estimated that World Liberty's digital wallets in total received net inflow of Ether worth about 340 million before the funds were sent to wallets belonging to Coinbase Prime. World Liberty X's account also posted on Monday that the project was not selling tokens when many in the crypto community questioned whether moving its assets to Coinbase Prime meant it was selling them. Crypto-related endorsements are not uncommon, and many crypto firms have frequently enlisted celebrities. I mean, we're definitely going to be getting news. Oh, I'm not even sharing this. I'm sorry, guys. We're definitely going to be getting news on that. Let's see. Let's see if the Wall Street Journal had anything. Trump and Xi won't speak today after China retaliates against U.S. Beijing struck back against U.S. tariffs with levies on certain American goods, and antitrust probe into Google, and restrictions on Chinese exports of key minerals. So Tulsi and RFK, former Democrats, look to be set up to be confirmed. I don't really see anything. There's nothing here. Booze or weed? What's worse for your health? All right, moving on. Yeah, so everything is ticking down. It didn't want it. It wanted good news. It got nothing. Semler Scientific buys another 871 Bitcoin. CoinDesk. All right, we already read all this. Ethereum's new cheerleader on Wall Street, a Q&A with Vivek Raman, the founder of Etherealize, spent 10 years on Wall Street. Now he's trying to market Ethereum to big banks. Vivek Raman, Etherealize, spent 10 years on Wall Street. Raman launched Ethereum with the aim of marketing and educating the banks on Ether. Raman spoke to CoinDesk about his personal experience at three arms of Etherealize, as well as how the Ethereum ecosystem, including layer 2s. Ethereum is facing an identity crisis if native token is underperforming against competitors, and longtime builders are beginning to question whether the chain's technology is falling behind and if the community is losing focus. The Ethereum Foundation, the nonprofit stewards of Ethereum's development, have been blamed for many of the network struggles. Co-founder Vitalik Buterin is spearheading a massive leadership shakeup. Meanwhile, rival ecosystems like Solana are capitalizing on the uncertainty, attracting top talent and outpacing ETH in the market. Amid this turbulence, a new project, Etherealize, is aiming to bring ETH to Wall Street. Founded by former banker Vivek Raman, Etherealize seeks to bridge the gap between traditional finance and Ethereum. Raman, who spent a decade in banking before discovering crypto, believes his traditional finance background gives him a unique perspective. In a recent interview with CoinDesk, he discussed his journey into Ethereum, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're not going to read this dude's interview. Nothing there. All right, so there's nothing going on. Nobody loves us, guys. Nobody cares about this shit. Okay, I think we did it. You guys want to look at Vestige real quick? Last time I looked, algo was at 28 cents or 38 cents. Monco's up. Oh, damn. Sub 4 million. That's low. Tiny's up. Coop is for the gains and the things you're going to get, but it's still going down, isn't it? It's under 2 cents. I haven't seen that in a while. It's also coinciding with, I think, a massive crash in all of these ASAs. Ballsack, what's that at? Oh, shit. Damn. You guys fucking rugged the shit out of that, didn't you? Wild. Damn, look at that candle. You guys were all about this. This is the funniest meme Algorand's ever created. This is the golden goose, the golden ball sack, sitting there on the top of the Algorand mountain. And look at that candle. Monco. I mean, you guys tried. I mean, trying is part of it. You know what I mean? It's part of it. All right. Okay. All right. Well, shit. We did it, folks. You guys feel good about doing it? I feel like we did it. Let's stop sharing. Anything? You guys got anything before I go? Yeah, meh. I don't think they give a damn about Bitcoin. They just want the control of crypto technology to control our money. Yeah. A mercy received says Bitcoin dropped. Much shame. Oh, much shame. All right, folks. Hey, thank you for tuning in. I'll be back on this stream. It's just going to be when I feel like it. But if you do really want to, if you want me to come back full force here, you're going to have to figure out how to find somebody that can give me back my X account. That would be a lot of fun. And if that doesn't happen, just go ahead and follow me at on TikTok. I'm going to be on TikTok at the ReCoop. All right, folks. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you later in the week for sure. I'll let you know on at Copper Durnals. What's up, Animal Style? At Copper Durnals on X. If you're X only. Otherwise, follow the ReCoop on YouTube. Set alerts. And we're going to get back to more longer form videos that I will be posting on YouTube. But currently, I'm having a little more fun doing these short videos on TikTok. It's easier, it's quicker, and it's a new challenge, trying to identify with this new audience and see how I can bring my analysis and my education and my knowledge of this space to a more mainstream audience. So we'll see. We'll see how I do. So far, so meh. But, it's only been 4 or 5 days. All right, folks, I'll see you soon. And yeah, have a good night. I'm still grinding, bro. I'm still grinding animal style. Reading your .algo just made me want to go get in and out. I don't think I have